Alrighty. I guess I'm a little late. A little late from what I said in my Discord here. Alright, I do have the weight that I need. I'm gonna lower that distance a little bit. So a little better there. Alright, let's go ahead and start getting warmed up. So we got today's workout already down on the log. Nothing too crazy today. The 330 should be pretty standard. Especially as we heat up for I think Tuesday's session. So 332 is today's top set. Hopefully nice and smooth and nice and easy. Hopefully, because obviously the goal is to bench like 30 pounds or more in a few days. So 225 here now. Try not to kill myself. gonna go ahead and load up 245. A little lower. Just messing around with a slightly different angle, so on last stream, so well, maybe I don't. Almost oh, maybe that's good actually. I'll raise it up a little bit. Just trying to find a little quick fix for that. The layer. Too bad. For now, I'm actually gonna mess around with trying to fix that. Gonna try another pillow cover on the other light. Alright, 245, nice and easy. Like, for doing a session, like a bench session back-to-back days, the elbow actually feels like really good. I don't want to jinx it because it is early, but so far so good. Usually the first like set or two, it's like maybe a little stiff, a little bit more like uncomfortable, but today pretty good. So hopefully that means it'll be like for the whole session. I think we're just gonna go straight to 287 since we gotta work up a decent little bit here. For 287 up next. I don't know if I like that exposure on the side camera. But that's too bright. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. We might run upstairs for a pillow cover here shortly to see if it works. Alright, so we got 287. The goal is 332. So we'll probably go like 310 after this. And then that top set. Come on. Yo, welcome in, welcome in. I think that is maybe a little bit of Spanish that you are speaking, which I am not fluent in. Pretty much just English. But good to see, like, you know, people from, you know, all over coming in. Hey. We're just warming up here for kind of medium difficulty bench day. How about you? So we just hit 287. We're gonna try to load up 310 next. Which I think is actually the let's swap to that. That set felt a little strange actually, from like a technical proficiency standpoint. Hopefully we'll clean that up for next step. sure everything's nice and even. You are God. Well, I don't know about that. You know, we're above average. I try to stay, you know, humble for the most part. Definitely been at it for quite some time. So we got 310 here, and then we should be going up to 332 next set. Maybe a little bit higher. We'll see. It might take. I think we can load up in like 337. That might also be what we go up to. Try just to get nice, good tempo, good form here, but also like kind of like a mental preparedness day for Tuesday, since we are gonna try to maybe go for that 365 if we're feeling good on Tuesday when we start warming up. So we'll see. The other thing is you know, hopefully we have a spot for Tuesday. Somebody to watch, make sure I don't die down here. So this should be a nice like confidence booster day to prep up for Tuesday. The build up for Tuesday's session. Pretty easy set. So now we got. Well, we probably will load 337 on. Feeling pretty good today. I think we do need to push into it a little bit. Elbow feels good. So that means we need this plus some 1.25 kilograms. That should put us, I think, right around. I'm gonna do the math here in a sec. Before I hit it. $90, $120, $130, $132.5. $2.205 plus 45, so 337. Nice, smooth 337 incoming, and then we'll be feeling good for Tuesday. Yo, welcome in, Instant SG. I would say in terms of like the powerlifting realm, I think it's maybe just common to see people that are gonna arch their backs a lot. And it's like, I guess it's multi-purpose, right? So we're effectively decreasing the range of motion that we have to move the bar. So that means you'll just obviously be able to lift more weight. You'll be able to bench more weight because you're not traveling as much distance. Also, when we kind of raise the rib cage up like this, we're also activating different like pec muscles, right? Because we have pec minor, pec major, all of that jazz. Activating some more pec muscles that way too. Also, just having a more stable base, like really stacked shoulders to push off of. It's like a powerlifting thing, right? If you want to try to maximize the amount of weight that you're lifting, not only are you training hard, but you're also being smart in regards to like your form and how efficient you are at bench pressing. Of course, there are some really good bench pressers that don't arch a lot, but I would say generally speaking, if you're in like a lower weight class and you're still trying to push a lot of weight, you don't have a super big frame, then you should take advantage of the fact that you can, you know, arch your back and raise your rib cage to be more effective at bench pressing. If that answers your question. Of course, if you have any follow-up thoughts, feel free. And also, of course, you know, you're arching your back, you're pushing your hips towards the front of the bench, so you're getting like kind of everything involved, right? You're able to like use your glutes to press up and away. All right, let's get this here. So 332, actually, we loaded 337. So 337 today, and then the goal is obviously 365 on Tuesday for a PR. All right. All right. I don't think that was all too bad. Maybe a little bit heavier than I was hoping for. I'll have to check it out. watch that replay real quick. See what it was looking like. So, since I decided to load up a little bit more, we'll go ahead and update that on the little log there. So 337, back offs. Let's see if we go a little higher on back offs. Put that in. 337. Alright, so it looks like we're still at 210. We might go up. I think we'll push up. See how it is. Maybe. We'll do the first set, the normal 210. If it's feeling light, we'll go 215. A little bit of issues here pulling this up. You want to make sure that set looks really good. Let's see here. Yeah, it's fine though. I don't know if my internet is being kind of funky. Alright, we'll continue on. So we need to really drop down here. Back offs, these next three sets are going to be feet up. So a little bit of a harder variation, so that's why we have such a big jump in big jump down, that is. We feel pretty dang good today, though, actually. I have to push that in a little bit. So it doesn't come tumbling down. Alright, so this would be 205. We need this. About 210 loaded up. We're doing a little variation work. Damn, you hit a 635 deadlift. Yep. Yeah, so bench press, I'd say, is arguably, like, I guess in comparison to like other power lifters, is definitely my weakest lift out of all three. Deadlift, I'm like a deadlift specialist. That's just kind of how it is. But a lot of those like videos can also be found like on my my Instagram mostly. I'd like to get around to uploading more training videos on YouTube. We don't really get an opportunity to deadlift on stream as of right now. We have like a really good home setup for like benching and doing upper body stuff. Deadlift, not so much. Don't, want to ruin the floor, even though we do have the platform, of course, just to be safe. But I definitely upload like all of my lifts on like Instagram and all that jazz, which found on there. We actually just got done hitting a 15-pound PR at 6:15 for 3. So we're actually gearing up to also try to push for a deadlift PR too. It was I hit the 635 deadlift. I think I had a narrow fail at 650 if I'm remembering correctly. So we should really be able to push it kind of decently now that we also have a 15-pound 3-rep max. We'll see. Next week could be a really big week. We'll do this. Clovis, man. Thank you again for the sub. 12 months in a row. It's a big year. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Glad to have you in, though. Most importantly, just glad to have you in. Oh, it's going. It's going good. Can't complain. Lifting's going good. Feel like we're, slowly and steadily, like, growing in terms of, like, in-person business and then the streaming. Nice and slow. Sometimes I wish it was a little bit faster, but that's kind of just the reality of things. You feel like you can do it and heal quick. Get it done. Yep. Yeah, it'll be a good bench session on Tuesday. We'll see. We might really be testing the waters, but for deadlifts, we should definitely have a PR. Alright, so we got some feet up here. After that top set. Well, tomorrow will be give us a better idea on how deadlifts are going to go next week. So, yeah, we're on week 3. We usually do week 4 linear periodization blocks, which just means we get progressively a little bit heavier, a little bit closer to, I guess, max effort every week. So, Next week is our heaviest week for all lifts. Bench, we'll see if maybe the 365 is there. I think we'll have a pretty good idea for warm-ups. If I really don't feel like it's there, we're not gonna take a weight that, you know, we're gonna miss. And then of course next Sunday will be our big deadlift session as well. How's everything going for you, Clovis? Looking good and strong. Yeah. See, I got sick and I dropped down in weight, and I think you know, some of my lifts were maybe suffering a little bit from it. So we're kind of back up now, pretty close to where we were at. Yeah. Well, you know, I mentioned I was sick. Something really kicked my butt for like a week straight. And I was even still kind of like congested, probably up to 2 weeks after the fact. So, something's going around. It was definitely pretty brutal. Hopefully you feel better though, ASAP. Yeah, that was rough. I mean, I guess it's been a little while now, but I still remember it. Yeah, I took 2 tests because, okay, so before I took my first test, I'm like, man, I would bet money on this being COVID. I can't imagine anything else kicking my butt this hard. And then first test was negative, second test was negative, so there's just something else, I guess, super strong going around. The big year. Otis. My dude. Alright, we are on set 2 here for 8 reps at 210. I think you had to have been my first ever sub. Good to see you still in here. Yeah, I think you had to have been, because you're 12th a month. Yeah, I'm sure that was probably about around the time that I got my first My first sub for sure. I need to turn down my mic. I think I'm peaking a little high. The jams are going hard. Not realizing how loud I'm talking. Favorite Clark Kent on Twitch? Yep. You know, if I ever rebrand or swap up my name, it's just gonna have to be like Clark Kent Fitness or something like that. I can't believe how many people have come in and said that. Although the new one, the most recent, was Harry Potter, since my hair's been getting kind of long and out of control. Haircut on Thursday, I think it was. Get this mop under control. Yep. Harry Squatter. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be a good Twitch name because I don't really squat here. But I think we might actually swap it up. We might actually be able to... I still need to figure out the details, but... I am providing service at another gym. And it's a little bit more of like a niche, like private training gym. So there's not going to be a lot of people there at all times. So the hope is that I might actually be able to do some streams there. Because then I'd be able to do like a lot more stuff, a lot of different stuff. Maybe get some squat days in there, some deadlift days. But not quite sure yet. I just want to be able to have deadlift streams because I think those would be the most fun. My favorite lift, and you know, just the energy, heavy lifting. Alright. There we go. All sets of bench done. Now we're going to be moving to some bench dips. Elbow feeling pretty good today, actually. Yeah, it would be really nice, but yeah, like I said, I like to make sure, obviously, like everybody's comfortable when you're at a space that is like shared, right? Like a gym. So yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable. But I have to be at a spot or a time that, like, obviously not a lot of people are there. Which, if you know, it's a little bit more of a private training facility, there are going to be like dead times where there's like nobody in there. So it'd be cool to have a lot more at my disposal. And work out like at a facility. I'd actually be able to get more extremes in too. You know, I can only bench so many days a week before my pec or my elbow starts hurting. Yeah, deadlifts is still it's just my all-time favorite lift. So usually I'm pretty chill with bench. You know, we get a little amped up for deadlifts. Okay, let's go ahead and set up for some bench dips. That I'll just keep that on the next session, and we will grab 25. That definitely comes with learning, you know, a bunch of stuff on its own too, because I've never like streamed off of my phone or anything like that. I think I would have to do it through my phone. I don't really have anything else I could do it through. I think my iPad's a little bit fairly older, so that wouldn't have the best camera quality, I'm sure. Alright, some bench dips here. Gonna try not to lose the dumbbell here. Amazon Kindle HD before? Interesting. Yeah, we'll see. I still need to work out the details. To be honest, some days of the week, like the gym that I just like work out at would probably be pretty dead and like not have anybody that would even really be in there like around the same time that I'm working out. But I'm not prepared. So but yeah, I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. I don't want to be like videotaping and somebody's in the background. So it would be cool if we can at this new facility. It's pretty much just like a private training facility that I'm going to end up like be partnered up with. So when there's not class times, there's probably going to be dead in there. Yeah, it would be fun to get some deadlift streams in. $600 plus on the bar. I don't know what it is. There's just something so much fun about deadlifting. It's heavy weight. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, a lot of the people, especially you, like, you could probably come into my stream and know exactly what I'm gonna do. Might not know, like, weight for weight what I'm gonna do, but I stream, I'm gonna start off with barbell bench press, and then I'm gonna do, like, some bench tricep extensions, some bicep curls, maybe lateral raises. So, not a lot of variety as of right now. But, you know, of course, as things grow, I'll be trying to get, you know, whether it's some new equipment in here or whatever else. Fortunately, yeah. A lot of, like, different things, like a different ways that I'm being pulled. So I can't just decide to buy a bunch of gym equipment to grow the stream. Like to grow the stream as I can also, you know, maybe improve the stream. Okay. Kataya Mayuchi. You'll have to let me know if I just butchered that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in for all things fitness, specifically, you know, powerlifting, I would say would be the niche. And then everything pain, injury, rehab related, and the combination of those, training and pain. I try to highlight a lot of, like, if I'm having some aches and pains, and like how I'm making modifications, adjustments to help out. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun for sure. I can't believe, like, actually how long it's been. Of course, I know, like, early on in the initial phase, I could really only get so much in. You know, maybe I was doing like 1 or 2 a week. 2 was the max. Now we can kind of steadily do 3 a week. But I think at this point, now that we can do the multi-stream, right? We can do YouTube and Twitch. I should try to cater some YouTube content towards, you know, getting people to follow Twitch or watch the YouTube lives. You know, like some more YouTube stuff I need to get updated and uploaded. Basically, I think I'm probably leaving some on the table. Some growth. Initially, the YouTube I was doing for, like, you know, exercise tutorials, or like a lot of, like, maybe kind of exercises that could be catered as rehab exercises, so that I could also maybe use it with patients. But now we haven't really been doing any of that. We kind of ran out of variety in terms of, like, what exercises to demonstrate. So I was kind of, like, trying to figure out what to use for my YouTube, and then, like, of course, the Twitch made its changes, and now we can live stream on there. So there's, I think, a lot more opportunity for different types of content that I could be taking advantage of. Okay, so we're also going to do some tricep extensions. Yeah, we'll do 25s. Some days, like, you know, it just feels like, you know, kind of crappy, or like, when is this thing gonna pick up a little bit? But we've been steadily growing, and you know, it's people like you that kind of push me along to keep going too. So definitely appreciate the support. It's a pick me up some days, that's for sure. But just like, you know, the gym workouts, the gym regimen, some days just feel like shit. Some days just feel like you're not progressing at all, and you're really focused in on the now instead of taking a step back and looking at it in a slightly different lens. That's why I say there's just a lot to be had, and a lot to gain from working out in terms of, like, I guess just life stuff in general. Outside of you know, the physical appearance, or you getting stronger, you grow as a person. Yeah, so far so good this session though. 337. We'll see how Tuesday goes. If we can load up 365, if we're feeling confident enough for it. We'll see though. We'll see. I would really prefer that if I take 365, there's somebody here that can spot me or watch me to make sure nothing goes awry. Otherwise, I'd really just prefer to stick to, you know, being conservative on whatever top weight I hit on Tuesday. We're gonna leave. We're gonna scoot back a little bit here. Yeah, either my brother or my dad will come down and spot me sometimes, if need be. He was down here, I think, this past Tuesday for my set, because I hit 354. So yeah, they don't always like get behind me and set up behind me, but you know, I always have like my dad watching from the bottom of the steps, or you know, whatever else, just depending on like how comfortable I feel with taking the weight. 365 though, if we're taking it and attempting it, we'll probably have somebody pretty close by. But realistically, it is only like a 5-pound PR, so not too far off, too much of a stretch. As long as everything's feeling good on Tuesday. But if it's not feeling good on Tuesday and it's not there, then I'm not gonna try to force it. I'll know through warm-ups if it's a good idea to take it or not. Not gonna let my ego get in the way and, you know, use up all that energy just to to fail a set. A little bit beyond that point of like always trying to ego max out and like really see where I'm at the time. If I'm hitting rep PRs, I know I'm progressing in some fashion. Rep PRs, volume PRs, you know, those are forms of progression that most likely lead to more weight on the 1 rep max. So it's not like I need to test it very frequently. And personal preference, I think rep PRs are just generally a lot easier to recover from. I very seldom take 1 rep maxes. Like maybe a few times a year. And that's obviously when training's going good and I'm hitting rep PRs. I'm feeling really good. I know, you know, I could have a block where I hit a nice 1 rep max. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't really need to test 1 rep maxes very frequently for me to like be pleased or be satisfied with training. Rep PRs are good enough for me. And anyways, it doesn't even matter unless, you know, it's on the platform as like a power lifter. Of course, I haven't competed in a while, so the bro lifts are kind of what I've been living off of. But that's why we love deadlifts. We don't need a spotter. If we can't get it up, we can't finish the lift, we just drop it on the ground. Everything's all good. I can't remember if I did back on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I think I did. We'll probably do some lateral raises. After these bicep curls. Doesn't take much for biceps, that's for sure. And I am just kind of swapping up the angle here and there, so that's why I might rotate as I do my sets. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, just mixing it up whatever way I can. Side angle, front angle. Kind of helps with the second camera. A little bit there. Trying to decide what we're gonna do tonight. Might do a game stream tonight, maybe. I do have some Lost Ark raids to get done, but we've been meaning to play Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'd like to stream that. We have put some time into it, but I still have plenty of the game left to play. But that has definitely been a ton of fun. On the Power World craze? Yeah. Too late. I have created a server with like my brothers and a friend that we were playing on. We put in an okay amount of time. Definitely a lot more for us to do, but it's just been crazy because it was like Power World dropped, and then Enshrouded dropped, and then Grand Blue dropped, and then I think like the WoW Seasons of Discovery, like Part 2 or whatever they're calling it, Phase 2, that starts on Thursday. There's just kind of been a lot all at once. Like they didn't really like spread any of these games out. Yeah, pretty much. Like, man, this is a lot of money I've spent on games at the same time. Plus, we were also kind of playing Persona 5. So, we have that to return back to as well. Scoot it back more. Power World's pretty cool though. Honestly, I think it's like such a missed opportunity. Like from Pokemon or Nintendo to kind of create something at least like of similarity. I know some of the newer Pokemon games have been a little bit more like open world, but I don't know. Of course, it's easy to say now because somebody sort of combined the ideas together and created Power World, but like, where's the creativity? Like, what a good idea to have like sort of like a survival builder uh, creature capturing game. There's just been some really like banger game releases, you know. I hope that's raising the standard. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good comparison. I mean, truly, it's like you get in the world and you just like can't stop exploring. And that's kind of how I felt with like Breath of the Wild. Like you need to explore everything, or you feel like you need to. It's like when I first ever played like Genshin Impact, I was like going all over the place, and it's like hard to put it down. I raised the standard. Well, that means a lot. Especially since, there's a lot of really good Twitch fitness streamers as well. We're trying. I'm here just to also, part of it was just to spread some good words, some good evidence-based information about fitness or, rehab, pain, injury, musculoskeletal health care. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I feel like I don't get as much opportunity to, educate or inform people. But, as we grow, there will be more questions. And that's kind of also, what I'm really looking forward to. Sharing some high-quality information. Because that is where I think that I could, raise the bar as somebody in the fitness and health category space. There are going to be more entertaining people or, more jacked people that show off their bodies on stream. But the goal is just a little bit different for me. Specifically, not to say one is better than the other either, of course. Well, we're pretty much wrapped up what we were gonna do. So if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, drop them in the chat, and we're just gonna be kind of cleaning some stuff up before we end the stream. Definitely a lot I can improve on, though. I know that. Try to do what we can to improve the overall the stream setup. And then, of course, try to be as quirky as we can be when it's even hard to, we don't even feel like working out. Definitely good to see, good to see some people in here. I think it's just a lot easier when people are chatting that I can actually lean off of and find things to talk about. Otherwise, I'm fairly, quiet person. So it's good to, we're growing. I think it'll be a lot, more fun too whenever we get some more people in here chatting over time. But I imagine that's actually how a lot of, you know, initial streamers kind of feel like. I think it's just very easy for everybody to compare to like these big streamers. That's probably why people fall out of doing it. They see big streamers and their chat's blowing up, and like it gives the actual streamer like content and stuff to talk about. Cause sometimes I like start my stream and I don't have any, you know, no changes in life. Like, what am I gonna talk about on stream? Type of thing. You know, as sort of like I guess a more quiet personality that I have. Alrighty, everybody. That really about does it. I don't think we have any questions. Nobody's popped anything in yet. So, thanks for the support. Thanks for popping in and checking it out. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Super duper appreciate it. Like I said, as this grows, I'll of course kind of put back into the streaming experience in some capacity. You know, whether it's like a piece of equipment or just trying to upgrade the overall aesthetic of the stream environment. And yeah, that's really pretty much it. So maybe a game stream before next workout. Otherwise, next workout stream should be Tuesday. Fingers crossed. It'll probably be in the evening. That's it.